I did that. We're in part 5 now. This is probably the last one because we have. Yeah, that's 1, 2, 3. That's an hour and 20 minutes, and this will be an hour and 40 minutes. Plus all the stuff that we've done in between.
And we've still got the challenges to do as well.
Your little
your
little program, yeah.
It's all cracking on.
So what was I saying? Oh, I told a really boring story about this cup. You were like, this is a big cup. And I was like, yeah, I bought a drink and it was really full of ice and then I couldn't drink it. And I was like, wow, that's an interesting story. Unsubscribe.
What a way to please people.
Yeah. So I think we'll go straight into, so we kind of warned you about the 2 truths and a lie.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you think you're a terrible liar.
Yes.
So we'll see. And you think you're a brilliant liar. So
2 scales. I'm gonna, because it's more than just think I'm a brilliant liar. You said I fucking nailed this.
I'm gonna nail this.
Yeah.
So
this shit.
So okay, pressure's on. Do either of you, like, if you think about the stories you're going to tell, do either of you know? Do you think the other person will know the stories?
Have we done this before? I think
we did it the first time we ever met, actually.
Because if you do know the other person's,
because like otherwise the rest of us can try and figure it out.
Yeah.
Whereas if you know the story,
I feel like me and you are more likely to suss each other out
Yes.
than you guys are more
Okay.
likely. So I think that
So why don't
whatever
we-
we say, that you
we
guys
have
should
to decide.
judge.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. 'Cause
Okay.
I know what you're like, and I know which one's probably
Yeah,
going to be a
yeah.
lie.
okay,
Go on then.
go on then, you first.
Oh, you want me to go
Yeah,
first?
I'm
because
still
she's
trying to-
nervous about this.
Okay, so one time at school, I cheated my photography exam and faked a seizure when the guy whose photos that I stole came in, and I thought, right, I've got to think of something. I don't want people to figure me out. I started faking a seizure, and they decided that they wanted to put me on a wheelchair or an ambulance, and I dragged myself along. It reminds me of Family Guy, you know that disabled man that drags himself along with his
Yes.
arms into the
Joe.
office?
Joe.
Yeah.
And
he drives.
And they was like, right, you need to get in this wheelchair. And I was like, I will not get in the wheelchair. So I ran and never went back.
What, to school?
Never went back to school after that.
There's so much there to unpack.
I know.
So that's story number 1. Story number 2. A psycho follower that I had once shat on my doorstep
It was Chelsea.
with a
sake.
gift
Told you
as
about
well.
that.
Wasn't
So
her
she
follower,
left
she was
not
mine.
only her gift, but her shit. Because I
Lovely.
didn't give her the attention that she felt that she deserved.
So she left you a gift
and her shit.
and then shit.
What was the gift?
She left a
Pooper scooper.
No, she left like bath stuff. So like
That's
Bath
ironic.
and
That
Beyond.
makes, so once you've picked this up, go
That
and
she
have a
ordered
walk.
from America. So like Bath and Beyond. I always went on about Bath
So
and
she
Beyond.
came over from America.
No, she didn't come over from America. The Bath and Beyond stuff came over
Oh.
from
Right,
America.
okay, so she had that
And
shipped.
she left that on my doorstep along with her shit.
That is so weird.
Wow.
Okay.
After a falling out because I told her
Okay.
that I didn't want her.
Okay.
Which is actually hilarious when you think about it.
Oh, well, was it as a relationship?
Oh, you
thing?
don't want
We
me.
didn't have a relationship. She just left her shit on my doorstep.
So,
along
but
with-
was she? She was just a follower. then?
She was a follower. She was
Why
a
are you looking at me
friend.
like it's me?
No,
It's
it's
not
just-
me, I swear.
No, you lean back and I was like, what have I done?
She was a
I
follower
shit
and
in
a
my own
friend,
toilet, that's
and because I wasn't giving her the same attention that she desired, she shat on my doorstep along with the gift because I think she thought
Did
the
you-
gift would level out the shit.
Have you ever met her in person? Did you ever meet her in
Yeah,
person?
we met in
You
person.
could just go without.
Do you
shitting.
believe in love at first shit?
That's-
Yep.
Do you believe in love at first shit?
Right.
Yes. I
Okay,
do.
so that's story 2. So far, they're both like one of those is true. Okay.
And the last one is that I was offered to be in the Queen's band because I'm really good at piano.
Are you?
Are
Anne?
you?
Wow.
Well,
See,
actually,
this
no,
is
this-
difficult because we wouldn't have a fucking clue. You could be Stevie Wonder on the keys.
Right, okay, hold on.
Or you could be me.
Okay, so
I don't have to answer. I'm not going to get involved.
right, okay.
Lazy.
How does
I know
this
the answer.
follower know where you live?
So she followed my YouTube channel for a while.
Yeah.
She lived in Essex. And because she gave me so much attention and support on the channel,
This was
this
definitely
was
you.
obviously back, like way in the day. And I loved the fact that she was so about my content because this was in the days
Here's my
where-
address.
Yeah, these were in the days where I was getting like 2 or 3 likes, like maybe 100 and something views,
Send
and
me
I
your
was
shit.
so excited that someone like really liked my content.
This is
we,
where I live.
We hung out together. We
I will
hung
do
out
DNA
together,
test.
but
Right,
I just
yeah.
didn't feel about her the way that she felt about me,
Right. Okay.
and that was
Was it right? This may seem crude. Was it in a bag? Was it left openly exposed?
It was a blue. It was in blue because she knew I hated pink, and obviously a lot of gift bags.
Oh, because that's
are
the
blue
bit she
and
cares
pink.
about.
A lot of gift bags are blue and pink. So she left the gift of Bath and Beyond. Look at Bath and Beyond stuff. I fucking love it.
Yeah.
Bath and Beyond in a blue bag,
Just plugged Bath
and
Beyond
next
as well.
to it was her shit.
An open, exposed poop.
But this was after I said that she was getting a little bit too much.
Right.
So she left her gift along with her shit on my actual doorstep down an alley, which, by the way, my dad still lives in that house. We moved out. But my
She's
dad
still
still
haunted
lives
by
in
it.
that house. So every single time I walk up to my dad's door, I think,
So
I remember the shit there.
they did the shit in the alley?
In the alley.
So not on the doorstep?
It's weird because, like, with my dad's house, you go down an alley.
Okay.
And you go down the alley. My dad's house is here. The door is here, and the alley continues. So, like, it's down.
Just
the alley,
send Star
but
a
on the
nice message
doorstep.
and you'll find out exactly where it is, apparently.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah, fuck. What is there? How do you know it was definitely her? Because it could be maybe a fox or something, and she's gone. I just gave you a bath bomb, and now
Because she wrote 2-star Love Kelly on the name tag.
You just
Her name
name
was Kelly.
Yeah, but that could
What
have
the
been
name tag of the gift?
no,
Not on the poo.
She didn't put it on the shit, but the shit weren't there, and
Little
then the shit
post-it
was
note.
there, and the gift was there at the same time. But it was.
Even I'm don't
I'm
actually
not
know
joking.
which
It was
one's-
directly next to the bag, like to the point where I remember
think
like
it's the
saying this
shit
to my
one.
mum. I remember saying this to my mum, and she went out with like a bucket of bleach and water, and she was like sifting the bacteria off the doorstep. She was
It's
like,
the shit one.
Do you think?
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
First one.
I think it's the first.
So
one.
the first one, you faked a seizure
And just never went back to school.
I
That
can
seems
I can
tough.
understand wanting to create something to get out of it, but seizure, like
I faked a seizure.
That's a bit much.
you've literally gone
They
from
called an ambulance.
I think that's
The ambulance arrived. I ran off. I never went back to school.
school or college.
School.
You never went back.
I was 15, 10 and 16.
I
when
actually
this
don't know any of
happened.
these stories, but I think the shit one's a lie.
You weren't allowed to play, and now you've joined in.
I want to play now.
It doesn't
So-
work that way.
It's because I'm intrigued by all of them. I'm
So-
like, shit.
I'm going with the school stories.
The school, but what was the last one? Quickly, briefly.
You okay? You're
I
going
was
pink.
offered to be in the Queen's
You're
band
right.
because I'm so good at
but
piano.
I have no idea
Yeah, we
whether
couldn't-
that's true.
we couldn't possibly.
Well, no, I can't ask. Right.
I
You
could
gave
be
so
I could
little
be
detail
bluffing.
about that maybe
So
you're trying
when
to throw
I-
it off.
So when
The
I
other
was
stories
younger,
was heavy.
my dad was into writing dance music. My
Mm-hmm.
dad's dyslexic, so he has never been good at academic stuff. So my dad's living
Mm-hmm.
was built off of building computers, building networks, and writing music.
Mm-hmm.
So I was brought up in a very musical background.
Mm-hmm.
So from a very young age, from when I was 4, I was put into classical training, and I learnt piano like the back of my hand. I knew guitar by the time that I was 8, and I was in singing
Name 3
lessons.
classical composers. Go.
Chopin, Mozart. That's actually really hard. I don't know the third one.
Beethoven.
Oh yeah, that's true actually. Yeah,
I'm
Beethoven.
lost in this
But
conversation, it's
yeah,
not-
I was taught classical music.
Wagner.
Yeah,
Can I-
Wagner,
what?
actually, that's
Stop.
actually so true. But I remember being. It was such a weird
Beethoven,
feeling because my
I did
my
that.
dad wrote certain songs for. He actually got an American #1, and that is a true story.
Right.
So my dad.
Oh, so this part's the lie then.
What's that?
Oh, so this part's the lie then, because that's definitely a true
Right,
story.
we're gonna have to
No,
guess.
this is a true
We're gonna have to
story.
guess because we need to get onto Chelsea's
Yeah,
as well.
tell me about it. I'm like
I'm going with the
doubting
first one.
myself.
I'm going with the poop. I think it could have been an animal leaving it next to the doorstep, and
I'm
I think
going-
they just
I'm
gave you a
going for
lovely,
poop.
lovely gift.
Go on.
So I didn't get offered to be in the Queen's band, but my dad did.
Ah!
Oh,
Shit, I
so
was
the
right.
others are
So
true.
yeah, so like
So
my
we were
dad
all
was
wrong.
like I'm very musical. I was brought up in a classical family. Like
Do you play piano?
I play piano, I play guitar, I write music. But my dad got offered to be in the Queen's band. I didn't because I wasn't good enough.
Well, you just got all 3 of us out. So
That's awesome that you play, that you write your own music and stuff.
yeah, that's very interesting. It's good.
You got anywhere that people can listen to it or anything, or is it? Do you not post stuff?
Very, very private.
It's your own private stuff.
Yeah.
So that's
Very,
what you
very
kind of do,
private.
like as a.
It's a hobby.
That's
for
a
me.
you thing.
Yeah, so like I have about, well, I couldn't even tell you how many songs that I have that are mine, but
That's cool.
I have a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I write a lot, but I don't show anyone.
Yeah. It's for
fair
you.
enough.
It's for me.
That's awesome.
But like I grew up in a family where it was like, oh my god, I've written this song. Let me show everyone.
Yeah,
it's
fair
not
enough.
a bit of me. Like my
I
family were
don't feel
musical.
like I can compete with this. I'm
Come
not
on.
gonna lie to you.
You're up. She'll go.
Are you impressed at my faking the
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, no, hold on. We have to address that for a split second. You faked a seizure. You never went back
You
to
just
school.
left school and that was it.
Never went back to school after that, but I still aced every exam.
Other than photography.
No, because they said that my original work was so good, and the fact
And
that
they
I
passed you
cheated,
anyway.
they pushed me from an A star to a B. But my original stuff would have got the A star.
Fair enough.
I'm just disappointed with you that you cheated.
Yeah. I came out all the same
I'm not
time.
angry.
Very hard.
I'm not
It's
upset.
Very hard. Yeah.
Right, come on.
Jesus Christ, I don't even know how to compete with that.
Well, it's 3
I've
stories.
got up to 3 of them. That's fine.
Yeah, 2 of them have to be
I'll
true.
start with one.
And one probably a lie.
Start with 1. That's
Hopefully,
good.
I'm starting.
Start with 2 if you want.
I was at Colchester Zoo.
Yeah.
I think this was only about 2 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I noticed a child TV star, and she must have been about 8 or 9. But I was so like starstruck, I couldn't believe it was her, and I was like, I have to talk to her. I have to take a photo of her.
Kidnap her.
And me being me, I followed her around. You know, like if you've been to Colchester Zoo,
How old were you?
You'll know. 2 years ago. 22. I was 22. So I was literally like walking.
You seem younger in this story for some reason.
I followed. Right, okay, so.
Yeah, I feel like you're like 12-year-old you going.
So far, I've followed a 9-year-old round Colchester Zoo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and if you've been to Colchester Zoo, you'll know that there's like these little playground bits, like the nets and stuff. And I followed her through the nets, and it got to the point where I was like, I need to just like get a photo just to prove that I actually saw her there.
Crawling through the.
And long story short,
Here I come.
long story short, I got the photo, but I was shortly after escorted out of Colchester Zoo for taking photos of a minor.
Are you
It
banned?
was no, not
You want to
banned.
register?
So you can go back.
I can go back.
Yeah,
It
you
was
on
just
some
like a
kind of
warning.
register?
It was a warning. No
That's
register.
good, or we're not going to go and see the penguins.
Because I told them I was just starstruck. I had to prove to everyone that I saw that person. I'm not saying who it was
For legal reasons.
Yeah.
for legal reasons.
There's a restraining
and-
order involved.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's one of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. All right, number 2.
Okay. So number 2, I went on a date.
Lie.
Oh,
That's horrible.
I go on too many of those.
True. I'd say true.
Okay, that's the lie. So I went on a date with the female, and it went really well. I was really into it. I was excited and I was all over it, whatever. But once I met them, I was like, I don't really like it romantically. I just want it to be physical. So we went back to hers, and she said no. So she rejected me.
Is this first date?
First date.
Right, okay.
But I was just like, okay, that's fine, I'll do it. So, long story short, she said no. She went to sleep, and I might have or might have not have slept with her brother instead
Wow.
to get back at her because I feared rejection that much.
So, oh fuck. Oh, okay, let's just crack on the third, and we can discuss after.
Wow.
Yeah, you want me to go on the third?
Yeah, because we'll talk. We will
That's fine.
address things. Don't
That's fine. I've got plenty to say about that
I
one.
wish there was more wine at this stage.
So the third one is I had a college project, and it was to go into London to take photos of the skyscrapers and all the stuff in London. And I went to...
And someone stole all your artwork and then faked a seizure.
That'll be start.
So you shit on her doorstep in revenge. We're good at this.
So I went to Covent Gardens. Well, we had a little wander around. I went to Covent Gardens, and there was like a Chanel promotion place, and Lily Allen was there. So I was like, like I've got my camera. Lily Allen's there. I'm going to be a paparazzi.
I hope she goes through a jungle gym. I know how to get one of them.
Yeah, I know my way around the swings.
She was walking around or whatever, and I was like, I have to get really good photos because I want to go back to college and tell everyone that I took photos of Lily Allen. So I did take photos of her. I got right up close to her to the point where I was that close. Her bouncer pushed me off. I fell over, and that's the reason why my middle finger's broken, because I fell on the floor and broke my middle finger.
She's got like a wonky finger.
I have.
With
If you
that
look at it,
story.
look, it's very wonky.
God damn. Okay, no, you're better at this than you thought.
Yeah, that's
Yeah?
I think
Okay.
really.
I think
Where
the-
do you know me?
I think the second one is the lie.
Right. Hold on.
From what
no,
we've
we
got,
can't.
from what
just,
we've got so
we need
far.
to address first. So,
Okay.
I don't think you wouldn't not be put on a register if you were taking a photograph of a minor, even if you got there.
But if you could blag yourself out. Or
Yeah, it
something.
depends.
I just tripped and my flash went off. Like I don't know.
It's.
I don't know.
Depends how the conversation would go.
The thing is, it's weirdly detailed about the jungle
Do you know what's
area.
funnier about it is that I've actually got a photo at home of me with that child star because I got kicked out, but before I got kicked out,
You got the photo you
I
wanted.
got the
Yeah, the
photo,
photo
I
you
wanted.
So
Yeah.
are you just like? Did she take the picture like looking at the camera with you, or
Yeah.
did you just?
There's a photo with her.
So
The
you've
second
got-
one's a
got-
lie.
It was almost like
Yeah.
I
a-
don't
Second
know.
one's
I
the
don't
lie.
know. I feel
Yeah.
like
The second one is 110%.
Only because
lie.
of what, like how I know you so far. I don't think that's something that you would do. But that might be. I might be completely wrong. But that's just my.
It's all in the
so.
past, isn't it?
So with the all right then. Let's have a look. So you've gone back to the females
Yeah.
place.
Yeah, this
They've said no.
is the thing.
I
Like,
don't take rejection.
I don't-
No, that's fine. You've said that.
you don't
Now-
take rejection very well, but female wouldn't say no to you. So that's
That's
why it's a
that.
lie.
That's not necessarily true. That's based on your opinion. People do say no to me.
So when did
and
the
I don't
brother?
like it.
When did you know that the brother was about? Like, walk us through.
Where did he come from?
I just walked downstairs. I was just like, right.
Oh, you
well,
just
that's-
what?
I
You
walked
just
downstairs
found
and
him.
there
I
it
just,
was.
no, I just
You'll
walked
do.
downstairs and I was just like, I just.
Get in the bed.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
not.
not that easy.
I'm not
well,
buying it.
well,
The
I mean,
story,
really.
to be honest, if you're going this is true, then I
No,
think like,
I walked downstairs and I was
Yeah.
like, you know what? If we're not going to sleep together. That's the only reason I'm here, technically. So I'm already easy. The fact that I've gone back to hers, I just wanted to sleep with her.
yeah.
And she didn't want to, so I thought, you know what? Well, if you don't want to sleep with me, I'll go. But as I got down the stairs to go outside,
Oh, so you were leaving.
I was leaving.
And
the
then suddenly
brother-
Hugh Grant
it's-
turns up like that.
It's still
like a porno.
it's
Yeah.
still the lie.
No, but it was more just like a, why are you
It's-
leaving? Like I
it's
thought it was
still the
going really
lie.
well, and I was like,
No,
it's not.
no. So, what? Who said that? The brother? No, I don't.
Still the lie.
I don't
Yeah.
know if
Lie.
that's something.
I think you've backed
So
yourself
you've
into a
walked down
corner.
the stairs.
Yeah.
So you're walking down the stairs. And I go,
You literally-
and I'll play the guy. I'll be like, oh,
I thought it was going really well. Oh, do you know what? Never
Yeah.
mind, my sister.
You
Jump
know-
into bed with me.
yeah. I'm really keen about knowing about my sister's sex life. I thought
It
you
was
two
going
were.
so well.
To be honest, I'm surprised seeing you down
Yeah.
here because I expected you to hear thumping
it
upstairs.
was going so well until you delved into it, and then I was
Game
like,
over.
The second one's a lie, isn't
Cool,
it?
second one's like.
Game
second one's
over.
like, but the first
Yeah,
and
you
the
did
third
alright though.
one.
The
Yeah.
stories weren't
So,
bad. The stories
yeah, that's
weren't
mad.
I did get escorted out of Colchester Zoo for following Tiffany from EastEnders around.
And you're allowed to go
Do you
back
know what
there.
the worst thing is? I actually got a picture of her legally in Leon C on the Christmas light switch on one
I
year,
made it more
and
fun.
it popped up every year. On
Tiffany,
my
where are you?
And you went through all that trouble.
When you could
I
have just
didn't get
asked.
restricted
But I
or
did
banned
break
from
my finger
Colchester
taking photos of Lily
Zoo.
Allen.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
mad about
I
Lily
knew-
Allen. I felt like that was real because of the evidence.
Yeah, do you know what? Like, I knew the Lily Allen one was definitely
Yeah.
true because you told me before, so I had to decide between the other two. But I know for a fact.
Okay.
I know for a fact that the
That second one was
a lie.
like last minute. I was like, but then as
Help.
soon as I said it, I looked at you and I was like, I'm pretty sure I've told him that I never sleep with people on first dates.
Yeah.
So he was like,
I
"You're
was
bullshitting."
like, yeah, that's not you.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know me too well.
I like how you broke as well. You were like, he's delving in.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stop here. I'm not gonna dig this hole in it. I'll end up on my seventh
Yeah, I'm
driving
not
test
going to
again
bother.
in a gravel pit.
Gravel pit.
It is what it
Brilliant.
is.
Well,
That's awesome.
that is gonna be
A
it.
wrap.
Yeah.
5
We've got a couple
whole episodes.
Yeah. There's one little game as well which I wanted to do. It's
Go on then.
quick. Would you rather? You might have played these games.
Oh, we
Oh,
we
yeah,
played
oh,
this
we
one.
played.
Yeah.
Video to this one.
So, quick one because I've just been thinking about these all day for some odd reason. So, would you rather fight a horse-sized duck
I've heard this before.
or 100 duck-sized horses?
100 duck-sized horses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can jump.
Yeah, but they've got strong
There's
little
too
legs.
many
won't
of them,
they?
they'll gang
come
up
over
on
and
you.
be like,
Can you use weapons?
no, it's just
I still
just lay on the
think
floor and, like,
that
spin my leg around
something physically
until they're
bigger
all
than
round.
you,
Have you done
like
that
a
before?
horse.
You capable
No, I
of
don't
that?
Yeah, something bigger than you, like a horse, is going to hold a lot more power than lots of little things.
Yeah,
so
but
if
it's
you
a
just
duck,
keep
though.
jumping,
It's got thin legs.
Yeah, I've got 2 ducks. I know how they work.
You've got 2 ducks.
Yeah, but think.
Yeah.
Could you imagine though if you like
If my 2 ducks were running towards me in times 100,
If
I'd
they're-
think, fuck it.
If they're not called Donald
gonna be
and
fine.
But
Daisy,
it won't be
Can
though
you
because it'll be
imagine
100
2 horse-sized
horses
ducks there?
at a duck size. 100
That's
horses
fine.
running at you,
I know it.
stampeding.
It's only 100.
I know it.
Okay.
It's only 100 and they're
what
little.
else you got?
Well, I suppose.
Should we do the one that we did on our video?
Go on.
What one
yeah,
did
go
we
on.
do?
Would you rather sit on a dick and eat cake, or sit on a cake and eat
I
dick?
asked you this earlier because I've seen it. Go on.
I'd rather sit
And you
on
answered it way too
I'd
quickly.
rather
as
sit
well.
on a dick and eat cake.
Okay.
Because if I sit on a cake, I'm not enjoying that. And if I'm eating a dick, I'm not enjoying that. If I'm eating a cake, at least that's good fun.
Yeah, exactly.
And
And anal's not even that bad.
And I might learn something new about
Michael,
myself. Who knows? I think that's got to be the safe bet.
Alex, your turn.
I don't even like cake.
It's a lose-lose
It's just
situation
a
for
fucking
you.
lose, isn't it? I definitely
Sit
don't.
on the dick.
So
Yeah.
the question really is, would you rather have a dick in your mouth or your ass?
Wow, what a choice. I think, yeah, I mean, I don't want anyone in my face.
Yeah.
So
I don't
think
really
I'd
mind.
It'd have to be up the bum then, wouldn't
I
it?
don't mind either.
I'm glad we clarified that. That wraps up
You're a
section
female,
5,
but I
doesn't
wouldn't
it?
notice that.
Would you rather?
I don't know whether I've noticed it either.
This is a horrible one. Would you rather watch your parents have sex every day for the rest of your
Or
life?
join in once.
Or join in once?
Join in once.
No. Oh, yeah, but yes.
I answered that way too quick. Daddy issues.
I once posed
join
that
in,
to someone.
join in immediately.
I once posed that
When
question to
and
someone.
where?
I've already done it.
I once posed that question to someone. They went, "Can I do both?" I was like, "No." It's awful.
Right, and on that bombshell, well, that was very Jeremy Clarkson, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Have you had fun?
Yes.
Very much so.
Are you
I can't
gonna
believe
come
how
back?
fast the time's gone.
I know,
We've been
it's
here 3
ridiculous.
hours,
Everybody says
3.5
that. It's mad.
hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to come back?
Of course.
Yes.
Cool, good.
You're going
Alright.
to come on my channel.
Yes,
We'll do the
as
Freaky
long as you
Friday
don't put
thing.
anything in my mouth.
Freaky
I
Friday.
can't promise you that. I've told you already.
You two have to decide whether you want to be Star or me.
You
and-
have to. What you have to decide is: are you willing for anything to happen?
Yeah. Why
Yeah.
not?
Because that is the real question here.
And
Why
then
not?
anything
It doesn't
does
matter
happen.
who you are, but we are going to throw some curveballs.
You've seen my haircut. I'm clearly into anything at the moment.
Yeah.
You're
I keep
a
mine under a
fucking
hat.
rebel.
I'm there
We'll,
as well.
we'll plan it and we'll go like all props out. So to the point of like getting all like your American football
Yeah.
kits and your tattoos and stuff like that,
Alright,
and your
cool.
makeup, and
Alright,
we'll
cool.
make a big
Oh,
deal
but
out
you
of
look
it.
beautiful.
Oh, lovely. I can't wait.
Doesn't take much work for me.
And all I have to do to be Alex is go like this.
Shade.
Good point.
Thank you so much for
Good one,
watching.
tips, isn't it?
Click all the buttons, please. There'll
Yes.
be links at the
Every
bottom.
single
for,
button.
Yeah.
Every
for
button we
Star's
have.
channel
And we'll
and
be
whatnot.
back.
And we'll link your channel and stuff. So thank you very much for joining us. And that
Thank
has been.
you.
Bucking around.
Do you think?
Excellent.